Your list is bleeding, subscribers, open rates flatlining, engagement dropping. We're here to help my newsletter. Stat! Emergency intervention for underperforming newsletters.
Why are security scanners clicking your links in the first place? Enterprise email security tools like Microsoft Defender for Office 365, Proofpoint's URL Defense, Mimecast, Barracuda, they're all automatically clicking every link in your newsletter to check if it's safe before your actual subscribers even open the email. And here's the problem. If you're building clicker segments based on everyone who clicked any link, you're not targeting engaged humans. You're targeting a mix of humans and bots, which means your high-touch automations, your monetization funnels, your reactivation campaigns, they're all chasing ghosts. Today, I'm showing you how to detect scanner traffic, bucket it separately, and build segments that only target real human engagement. I'm Jen, and this is Help My Newsletter. Let's clean up your data. Okay, so first, why are security scanners clicking your links in the first place? Enterprise email security tools like Microsoft Defender for Office 365, Proofpoint's URL Defense, Mimecast, Barracuda, they're all automatically clicking every link in your newsletter to check if it's safe before your actual subscribers even open the email. And here's the problem. If you're building clicker segments based on everyone who clicked any link, you're not targeting engaged humans. You're targeting a mix of humans and bots, which means your high-touch automations, your monetization funnels, your reactivation campaigns, they're all chasing ghosts. Today, I'm showing you how to detect scanner traffic, bucket it separately, and build segments that only target real human engagement. I'm Jen, and this is Help My Newsletter. Let's clean up your data. Okay, so first, why are security scanners clicking your links in the first place? Enterprise email security tools like Microsoft Defender for Office 365, Proofpoint's URL Defense, Mimecast, Barracuda, they're all designed to protect employees from phishing attacks and malicious links. When your newsletter hits someone's inbox at a company that uses these tools, the security gateway doesn't just let the email through. It rewrites every URL in your email to route through their security server first. So instead of your link going directly to your website, it goes through something like safelinks.protection.outlook.com or urldefense.com. And then, often within seconds of delivery, the security system automatically clicks that link to check if the destination is safe. From your analytics perspective, that looks like a click. But it's not a human being interested in your content. It's a robot doing a security check. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Some of these systems don't just click once. They might click multiple times. They might perform what's called a head request or a get request without actually loading any assets. No images, no CSS, nothing. They're just checking the URL itself. And a lot of this traffic comes from cloud IP addresses, particularly Azure ranges, because that's where these security services are hosted. So, how do you know if you have a scanner click problem? There are 5 telltale signs. First, burst timing. If you send your newsletter and within 2 seconds you see a bunch of clicks, before most humans have even opened the email, those are almost certainly scanners. Second, referrer patterns. When you look at your web analytics, you'll see referrers like safelinks.protection.outlook.com, urldefense.com, protect.mimecast.com, or Barracuda's link protection domains. Real readers don't come from those domains. Security scanners do. Third, head or get requests with no assets loaded. A real human visiting your page loads images, style sheets, maybe JavaScript. A security scanner just hits the URL and leaves. If your server logs show requests that don't pull any page assets, that's automation. Fourth, concentrated IP addresses. If you see a handful of Azure or Microsoft 365 IP addresses generating tons of clicks, especially right after you send, that's scanner traffic. Fifth, uniform user agents. Real humans use different browsers and devices. Security scanners often use the same user agent string over and over. If you're seeing any combination of these patterns, you've got scanner inflation in your clicker segments. Okay, so you've got some bot clicks mixed in. Why does this actually matter? Because your segmentation and automation decisions are based on who's clicking. If you're promoting people into high-touch automations, monetization sequences, personalized outreach, reactivation campaigns based on click behavior, and 20 or 30% of those clickers are actually bots, you're wasting sends. More importantly, you're lying to yourself about what's working. Your click-through rate looks healthy, so you think your content is resonating. But when you drill down, your actual conversion rate is lower than it should be because a chunk of your engaged audience never actually saw your content. And here's the insidious part. Scanner traffic can shift over time. Microsoft pushes an update to safe links policies. Proofpoint changes how they prefetch URLs. Suddenly, your click patterns change, and you don't know why. If you're not bucketing scanner clicks separately, you can't see the real trend in human engagement. Okay, so how do we fix this? 4-step treatment plan. Step 1, bucket scanner clicks. Start tagging referrers and hosts that are known scanner domains. safelinks.protection.outlook.com, urldefense.com, protect.mimecast.com, and Barracuda's link protection domains. Also flag any head or get requests that happen within 2 seconds of your send and don't fetch any page assets. Store the user agent and ASN, that's the autonomous system number, which tells you what network the traffic came from. Create an exclude list for Azure and Microsoft 365 scanner IP ranges if you need to. Step 2, verify humans with a light touch. Now, I want to be clear here. You don't want to throw up CAPTCHA challenges on every link click. That's terrible user experience. But for your conversion pages, your sign-up forms, your checkout pages, your high-value destinations, you can use something like Cloudflare's bot management. Cloudflare assigns every request a bot score from 0 to 100. Under 30 is almost certainly a bot. Between 30 and 80, it could go either way. Above 80, it's very likely a human. If the score is under 30 or the traffic pattern looks automated, you can trigger a managed challenge or use Cloudflare Turnstile, which is a user-friendly CAPTCHA alternative. But again, only do this on conversion pages, not on your first click. You don't want to add friction to the reading experience. Step 3, if you're hosting on Azure, enable Azure Front Door's bot protection rules. These let you allow known good bots, log suspicious activity, and block bad bots. Export those logs so you can verify patterns before you start excluding traffic from your metrics. Step 4, clean your clicker segments. In beehiiv or whatever ESP you're using, create a human clickers segment that excludes scanner hosts and low bot score hits. Keep a separate scanner clicks segment for reference so you can monitor when safe links or Proofpoint policies change and affect your traffic patterns. A few practical tips for actually implementing this. If you're using Cloudflare, bot management is a paid add-on, but it's worth it if you're running serious monetization campaigns. The bot score data alone will change how you think about your traffic. If you're not ready to invest in bot scoring yet, start with the referrer filtering. It's free, it's easy, and it'll catch the most obvious scanner traffic. Just look at your web analytics, identify the scanner domains, and exclude them from your engagement metrics. Also, don't panic if you discover that 20 or 30% of your clicks are scanner traffic. That's actually pretty normal, especially if you have a lot of corporate subscribers. The goal isn't to eliminate scanner clicks. You can't. The goal is to stop letting them contaminate your human engagement data. And one more thing, document your scanner detection rules. When SafeLinks changes its behavior or Proofpoint updates its prefetch logic, you'll want to know what you were filtering before so you can adjust. So what does success look like after you implement this? Your clicker segment shrinks, but your conversion rate on that segment goes up because now you're only targeting people who clicked because they wanted to engage with your content. Your click-through rate might look lower in raw numbers, but it's accurate, and accuracy is what lets you make good decisions. You'll be able to see real trends over time. When you launch a new content format or test a different call to action, you'll know if human engagement actually changed, not just if scanner policies shifted. And your monetization automations perform better because you're not sending sales emails to bots. One publisher I worked with cleaned their clicker segment and discovered they'd been wasting 25% of their high-touch automation sends on scanner traffic. After bucketing those clicks separately, their revenue per email send increased by 18%, even though they were sending to fewer people, because they were sending to the right people. Bottom line, if you're building segments based on clicked any link, you need to account for security scanner traffic. It's not optional anymore. Enterprise email security is too widespread, and the scanner behavior is too aggressive. Bucket scanner clicks separately. Use bot scoring on conversion pages if you can. Create a human clicker segment that excludes known scanner domains and suspicious traffic patterns. And monitor your scanner segment over time so you can catch when policies change. Do those 4 things, and your engagement data becomes trustworthy again, which means your segmentation works, which means your monetization improves. If you want the full breakdown with scanner detection scripts, Cloudflare bot score implementation guides, and segment recipes for every major ESP, I've put together a free resource. Links in the show notes. I'm Jen, and this is Help My Newsletter. We publish every week with tactical advice that fixes real problems in your email strategy. If this was